So, just as Long Island Auto would say, there's our reminder that they're always watching us, but it seems to be a problem when we are filming them. So here's their sign. No audio, video recording, no bicycles. Who would bring bicycles in there? Shopping carts, rollerblades, scooters. Scrabble club, interesting. A chess club.
Sir, can you not read the sign?
What law is that enforces that sign, man?
There's a sign on the door that says no filming in the library.
Yeah, it's a public library, isn't it? Is it not a public library, ma'am?
It is, but you cannot.
Then I'm a member of the public, right? Am I not a member of the public? So here's no abusive behavior. We won't be engaging in that. We don't have any pets. We're not sleeping. No wheeled devices. Mobility aids accepted. See, they don't like me being in here because I have a camera. Here's some books that look interesting. Rules of Deception by Christopher Reich. In large print. That book, is that a blueprint for the current governments that we have in various levels and various places like Ottawa, Queen's Park, and here in the town? These are the books that the staff has picked out for people. Seems like I'm of some sort of interest to people working here. Mostly they all seem to want to run away. All afraid of a camera. As usual, security is hovering around me. At a safe distance, of course. Seems like quite a large library. I don't want to go wandering around all through it, but I am could you tell me what the process is for getting a library card? What am I doing? Is this a public library? It's a public place. I'm a member of the public. I have the right, these people work for the government. I have a right to film government employees in the course of their duty. It's a constitutional right. It's part of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, man.
What's the video on the video?
Well, I'm not necessarily videoing people. I think I've gone to, if you'd been watching me, you can see I went to great lengths to film other things other than people. She spoke with me. That's why I focused the camera on her. The same reason I'm focusing the camera.
Are you supposed to be in film? If you're in a place like this, you need permission from every
Yeah,
single
if it's for commercial filming, yeah.
No, if it's not.
If you're making a documentary, a movie, or something like that.
If I'm in it, you need my permission.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not,
When you're
sir.
up there.
Sir, why are you even approaching me, sir?
Because you're in here bothering people.
Why are you escalating things? I don't understand why. I'm not yelling, or
know what you're
you're starting to raise your voice, and
Brother, I know
it's
what
making me
you're
a little
doing.
fearful for my
watch
safety, sir.
I watch a lot of people like you on TV. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to escalate something so you can sue and do whatever you want. You got to film the police. I don't know if you noticed this, but the police aren't here.
I know.
So why don't you go down to the police and go film them, sir?
Well, I was at the courthouse earlier.
Well, why don't you go back there?
I don't have to, and you don't get to tell me where to go, sir, respectfully.
Well, you don't get to either, so I guess I'll stand here in front
Well,
of you.
you can do that, and you
I
can
will.
become the star of the show if that's what your intent is.
If you put this online,
Oh, I definitely
Without
will be
my
putting. I
permission.
will definitely be putting it online, and I don't need your permission,
yes,
sir.
you do.
No, I do
it's
not,
called
sir.
film rights.
Sir, you need to.
I went to school for it.
You
I
need to
learned
calm
about
down,
it.
sir.
So unfortunately,
Sir, you
telling
need to
me
calm down, and you don't have any authority over me, sir. So you
Neither-
can't tell me what to do.
You don't have authority over my
I'm not trying to
face.
tell you what to do, sir.
Yes, you do. You're telling me that you're going to use my property, my likeness, for your own.
Well, you insisted on approaching me, sir.
No, I did not.
If you don't want to be on a
This is not
camera,
a
sir.
public place,
Yes, it
This
is. It's a public
private
library,
place.
sir. If you don't want to
No,
be,
out there is public.
there's no
Out there is
expectation
public.
of privacy in a public place, sir.
Out there is public. Out there is public. This is a facility.
I don't know why you approached me, sir. I had no interest in
Because I
you
don't
at all.
like people like you, because I know what you're trying to do. You think
So-
you're smart, and you think you're funny by saying, "Oh, you're escalating."
I'm not trying to be
this and
funny,
that.
sir. I'm just
You're
trying to
the one
do
who's
what I'm
escalating.
doing. I'm just
You're
trying to
here.
do my
You are
filming.
here. You are here, which you don't need to be. There's no reason for it. She already asked you not to film it. You're over here filming these things, making it like you're out. We know what you're doing.
Never been here before, and I'm
know,
documenting
nice
my experience, and my
Nice
experience with you, sir, is
nice
not very
excuse.
positive.
You know what? My experience with you right now is absolutely BS because you're lying through your teeth.
Sir, do not.
You are lying through your teeth. You are a liar.
Oh boy.
You are a liar. Go bug some other.
Ma'am, this man is harassing me. Can you
call
do
the
something about
police.
that, please?
Then call
I have
the
not
police.
harassed. I've not approached anybody.
Then call the police.
I've not approached anybody,
Then
ma'am.
call the police and film them.
You guys all approached me.
Then call the police and film them when they get here.
Yeah, just
All right? Like why?
I'm not even listening to you anymore, sir.
Good.
Good. Thank you for leaving me alone. Wow, that guy was kind of crazy. Getting all worked up over a camera. Oh look, I bet there's cameras all over in here. It's all right for you guys to film me, but it's not all right for me to do a little filming of my own.
This is the gentleman right here.
Yep,
Right
here I am.
Right here. Would you like to state your name, or are you too cowardly to do that?
No, I'm not going to give you my name, sir.
Oh, so you're too cowardly. So you'll
No,
come in here and
no,
bug
why should I
everybody,
give you my
but
name?
then you won't
You
tell
obviously
anyone
have
who you are.
ill will
Well, you
towards
seem to
me,
be
sir.
proud of what you're doing, sir.
I
Are
am.
you proud-
I
you're
am.
not
I'm
proud
protecting our
enough to tell-
constitutional rights, sir.
What constitutional rights?
Free-
This is Canada.
section-
We don't have
yeah, we do.
constitutional
It's
rights.
called the-
No, we don't. They're privileges given by the government.
It's
The-
called
United
the
States
Charter of
has
Rights and Freedoms,
which
sir.
are not. They're privileges.
It's the Charter of Rights and
They're
Freedom.
privileges,
Section
good sir.
2.
This isn't the United
Section
States.
2. Sir,
The
ma'am,
United
I don't want to talk to
States.
this guy.
The
Why?
United
Can you ask
States.
him
Then
to go away from me?
Then go.
Can you ask this gentleman to leave me
You
alone,
call
please?
The police, and they can remove me from talking to him. Sound good?
My name is Julianne Brunet.
Hi,
I'm the CEO
very
of
nice
the
to meet you.
I'm trying to read here.
What I
Well,
would
this
ask
guy-
is that, if you could take this conversation just out into the
Yeah,
hallway. or
please ask him to
outside.
do that.
That
I'd
would
like
be
to
my
know.
I don't want to have a conversation with this gentleman. He approached
I'd like
me
to
and
go
is
back to
harassing me. Could you please ask him to leave me alone? Could you, one of these nice security ladies ask this gentleman to leave me alone?
So
Why
what
don't
I would
why
ask
don't you call the
is
police?
the police.
I don't
are
need
on
the
their
police.
way.
Good, cool. I'll stand right here then.
Well, I'll wait for them.
Okay, so what I would ask is just that we keep our voices down.
I'm trying to keep my voice down. He keeps raising his, man.
Yeah, so I'll stay in this general vicinity just to make sure that we keep the peace as we wait.
I have no ill will or ill intent, man.
You are a liar. You're doing nothing but ill will. Are you kidding me?
Ma'am, who's the person that's being disorderly here?
Okay, so what I would
This
just
is what he
ask-
does though. He'll walk in. He'll do all of this and then pretend like we're being disorderly. These people are all over the internet.
So I'm just coming into this situation about halfway through, so what I'd like to do is wait for the police to get here and then we can discuss it at that time.
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, so if you would like to stay in this general area, that's okay, but perhaps some distance might be a good idea at this time.
You can he's free to back up. You want me to back up?
Well,
I see.
no, I'll go somewhere else. I'll go start exploring the library.
Well, how about a seat in the lounge? That might be a good place. It's comfortable in that area.
No, I'm fine. I don't need to sit down.
Maybe I don't feel comfortable walking around filming people in the rest of the library.
Well, you know, there's nothing in the Constitution or the Charter that says you have a right to not be uncomfortable, sir.
You're not allowed to film inside of places like this.
Yes, you are, sir. It's a public
No, you're
building.
not. It's not a public
They have a little sign there, but anybody can make a sign. There's no law attached to that sign.
Yes, there is. The public is out there. So I went to school for film. I had to learn all about the legalities of filming inside of places like this. I'm telling you.
Well, that's commercial photography you're talking about. This is not
No,
commercial
it's not.
photography.
No, it's not.
So we do have a policy, and we're going to discuss that once the police are here, but you do have my word, sir, that we will follow up with this. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, cool. I'll stand here and watch them.
All right, so I hope you don't mind that security and I will just be here
Not
just
at
to
all.
make sure that there's not a problem.
Yeah, no, I got no problem, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm just going to go look around.
Okay, so we do ask that you don't film individuals or
Uh,
staff members at this time because they do.
Well,
the
ma'am,
library just expecting to
just
have a
so we're
monitor.
clear, the Charter of Rights and Freedoms and Regina, and there's case law, R versus Zarfinitis, which says that we are allowed to film public employees in the course of their duties.
So we will have
So-
a chat about that once the police are here, but I would just ask
So
out
I'll
of
follow you
respect
home tonight and I'll
for those
film you when you
individuals,
sound good, sir?
just maybe to leave them out of your film for the time being.
I'm not interested in really, the only people I'm interested in filming are the ones who come and talk to me. I was perfectly happy being left alone to do the filming I need to do, to get my B-roll
Sir,
footage.
that's like walking up to a bear, poking it, saying,
Do you see what we're up against here?
So
You know what you're trying
we do have a policy, and we'll discuss that once the police are here, but we would just ask that you refrain from filming individuals. In this
I'm not
case.
interested in filming any of the patrons.
Okay, so I hope you won't mind if myself or security just goes with you, just to make sure that that's
Oh,
not
sure.
happening.
This other security lady that was here a few minutes ago has been following me all around the building.
Okay. So this is Ruth, and Ruth will assist you with
Hi, Ruth.
that, okay?
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah. I'm not going to give my name out at this point. It's you can call me good citizen or sir or something like that. But at this point, I'm not going to be revealing my identity.
And we'll try to protect that, okay? So Ruth will be going with you if you do choose to film in other spaces of the library.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, thank you.
You've been very, very cordial with me, ma'am, so I have no problems with you following me around. Okay. Now this guy, he's a little bit crazy. He's losing his mind over a camera. So this is the guy that would probably commit a criminal act of assault or something like that on me simply for filming, as is my right under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. So apparently the police are on their way, so we're going to hang around till they show up. And I want to make it clear that I've not pointed my camera at any individuals that have not approached me. Not interested in any people unless they approach me. There's one gentleman over there that seems very, very upset that I have a camera. He claims to be some sort of an expert on film. But he got very animated and very, I don't know, disorderly, I guess would be the word I would use, with regards to my being here. I did not approach him. He interjected himself into my recordings. I want to make that clear. All right. quite a nice library.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. It's, I didn't realize how deep it went back there. What I found interesting was you have a section on genealogy.
We have a
And I
very
thought that
large
was-
genealogy collection here.
Now, I didn't peruse the whole thing, but I did notice that a lot of it is in French. And my French is not nearly as good as it probably should be.
Yes, a lot of that collection was donated by the French Genealogical Society.
Oh, wonderful.
They, it's housed here, but they maintain it and ensure
Right.
that those records are available to anyone in the area that may have use for them. So it's a great
Excellent.
partnership.
Yeah. It's very nice.
On the video now, too. It's getting deleted. You're not leaving with that. You're going to be deleting it because if we put it on YouTube, that's commercial. So it's getting done.
It's only
Can we
commercial
just
if I
save
make money.
this?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk to him, man.
Well, maybe we can save this conversation
Yes,
for
you do. You
when
want
we
these things to
arrive.
happen. That's
No,
why
I'm
you
not.
do this.
You're going to end up being the star, but I did not come here with the intent of making anyone
Yes, you do.
star.
That's why you came.
Just came in here to see how well government employees respect our charter rights.
Oh, no, you did.
Would you mind maybe taking this out into the hall? I think you've kind of done your thing in the library.
I understand that, but I have a right to be here. I'm a member of the public. I have a right to be here, ma'am.
Understood.
The issue seems to be the camera.
What we'd like to do is just avoid escalation.
Absolutely, I'm not here to escalate anything. I'm here to calmly and peacefully exercise my charter rights, ma'am.
Are you crazy? You're escalating the situation by doing what you're doing. If you really don't want to escalate the situation, you should just go.
This gentleman seems to be mistaken that he has some sort of right to privacy in a public place, ma'am, and that's not the way the law works.
Everybody's rights right now. You say you're trying to stand up for everyone's rights, but here you are infringing on everybody's rights, but you want us to respect yours.
What rights of yours am I infringing on, sir? What rights is enumerated in the Charter of Rights am I infringing?
You are getting my private information, you're getting my visage, which is my own thing.
Ma'am,
So,
yeah, I don't even
this
want
is
to
a
talk to
private conversation, so my suggestion would be, can we take this outside, or maybe we
I
can
would
just
like to,
wait?
but he doesn't want to leave. He wants to go outside.
So maybe we can just curb this for the time being.
I think I would just like to wait for the police. This gentleman's making me fearful for my safety.
Oh, you poor baby. Are you a
He's been very animated. He's
Okay, so what we can do is move you to a different location for the time
well. I
being.
have a right to be here, ma'am. I'm going to stay here.
I understand, but, we are waiting for the police to come to help deal with this.
Absolutely. I think probably they're needed.
Yeah, so we do
They
have security
absolutely
here
are
and myself, and we're willing to stay with you until they arrive.
I haven't done anything in remotely like I'm gonna do anything physical. You're just saying that crap on video because you think it makes you. You're a coward. You're not even a patriot, sir. The real patriots are people who actually stand up to people like you who are trying to come in here, piss up someone's leg, and tell them it's raining.
So can we just wait to have this conversation until the police arrive? We are doing it in a very good favor. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Now you got ladies protecting you.
We're here to protect the library and the organization.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm no threat. I'm no threat to the library. Ma'am, is it possible to get a copy of this policy manual?
Yep, we have one right here for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Do it.
Great, wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that the policy you're referring to?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's code of conduct, yeah. So this is our specific policy related to film and photography.
Oh, okay. Can I get a copy of this as well?
Yep, we'll have staff print one for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're a fucking asshole.
You can just wait everything.
Did you see that?
I'm just trying to cover it up, which is my right, right? You're allowed to do that. I can try and cover it up.
create your own privacy, sir, if you want.
I'm gonna try.
But you can't do it by violating my rights.
But you want to violate everybody
I'm not
else's.
violating anybody's rights.
You can just hold on till the police come around.
What's that?
You can just hold on till the police come around.
I can just hold on?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to, but this gentleman keeps approaching me.
You can
I'm
stop
just trying
the,
to.
the camera till the police come around to verify.
I would just ask again that we keep the distance.
I
until
would
we're waiting for
appreciate
the-
it if
I'm
you
just trying to
move
cover him
away
up
from
so
me.
he doesn't have me on it. But what? So he's allowed to do this, but I
So
can't
please
walk
hold
over
on,
and try
hold
and
on
cover
with your
his-
camera.
So we
until
are
the
waiting
police
for the
arrive.
police. What I would
So
recommend
hold
until the
on
police
with your
get
camera
out
for
of
now.
this
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying.
You can stop your camera for now.
No, I'm not going to
Till
turn it
the
off,
police
ma'am.
come around.
I'm not
then
going to turn it off, ma'am.
For my rights to be able to do exactly what he's doing right
Please
now.
turn off your camera for
What we're
now.
asking is that we don't escalate until, you know, the police arrive and then we
Yeah.
have
I'm
a
not
civil
escalating.
conversation.
He's the one who's
So
escalating.
my recommendation is for the time being, as he does not want to turn off his camera, to simply turn your back so that your face will not be on camera. That is
Well-
our recommendation.
I am not going to bow to these people like the rest of you are that allow him to do it. I'm not being rude, I'm not yelling, I'm not doing anything else like that.
Well,
I would just
I'm
ask
doing
that we
exactly
respect
what he
personal
is.
space for the time being, okay?
For the time being, please.
Well, he's not respecting my personal thing at all for the time being, so I don't see why I should do that with him.
So that we won't
Okay.
distract.
I'm not right up in front of him, I'm not right up in his face right now, right?
Can you please
You're
stop
closer to
your
him than I am.
Can you please stop your camera for now?
no, I'm not going to
Till
turn
the
it off,
police
ma'am.
arrive.
I'm not going to turn it off, ma'am. So you see here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a patron here at the library who is
Stopping
very
you from doing what you're
disturbed,
doing.
very disturbed at my presence with a camera. And
So what's your address?
He
You wouldn't mind me showing up
approached-
to
he
your
approached
address?
me
You wouldn't mind me showing
and
up to your
got-
house with a camera?
he approached me, got in my face,
I'm not in your face.
and
I'm not in your face.
he
You're the one who-
continues
you
to
approached
harass me, even though I've
everybody.
asked him to leave me
You approached
alone.
everybody in the library first. You brought this on yourself.
I will post this policy in the video.
Switch the YouTube channel on. If you're, such a patriot and you're proud of what you're doing,
You'll find out, sir.
I'll find out. You don't want to tell me because you're a coward.
I don't need to tell you, sir.
What a patriot you are. Hey, listen to this guy. I hope you leave this on the video. You'll probably edit it out, of course, right? Me calling you a coward because you won't even say your name.
I don't think I ever
Or
called
where
you a
you
coward,
are.
sir. I think you called me a coward.
That's what I just said. I called you a coward. Yes.
So I guess we have a standoff. Ooh, Mexican standoff here.
Not really, pal. Mexican standoff would mean I'd actually be able to do something, but we can't do anything because, you're using the laws to your disgusting advantage.
Okay, here you go, sir. The policy as
Thank you
requested.
very much.
And again, I would just ask, once again, if we could please maximize the
I'd be
distance between the two of
perfectly
you.
happy to give him space if he would do the same, man.
I don't see why I need to be over there. I'm not hurting him. Him being here isn't him saying him being here isn't hurting anybody else. We're not screaming and yelling.
I understand. I would just like to avoid an escalation today.
It's not escalating.
Absolutely.
Is he escalated to anything physical? No. Am I escalated to anything physical? No. We're okay here. This is exactly what he wants.
Well, I would suggest that he has been disorderly
Now, are you
and I've
comfortable
been
with this
very
distance,
careful.
sir?
With him at this distance? No, I wouldn't say I'm
Well, I'm not
comfortable.
comfortable with him in this building at all. In
I
that
understand
distance.
where you're coming
guess
from.
what?
Ma'am,
We will try to
who-
resolve this
Well, then
dispute.
guess what? We'll have to wait for the cops to tell me what to do. Not
I
you,
understand,
unfortunately,
but
because
we
that's
would
what's
like
going
you
on.
to keep the distance.
Well, I'd like him to stop
Absolutely
doing it,
be
but it's not
pleased to
going to
keep
happen.
my distance from this gentleman.
But it's not going to happen.
Again, I would
But
like
he's
to
not
offer
going to allow
that
that.
outside would be a
I
better
would love to
option,
do that.
and it's a large library.
I would love to do that, but he's not doing that. So I'll just wait for the cops
Well,
to
you
tell
can go
me.
outside if you like, sir.
Staying in this area.
That's
until
cool.
the police do arrive.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I don't think he's going to physically do anything. I'm not going to physically do anything. That's not what he's about. I don't think he's about violence or anything like that. That's not what I get from him.
Do I look, ma'am, do I look like I would be a violent person?
I'm not gonna comment on this at this point.
Yeah, you can't. You're in a position of working right now, so I get that. But I don't. He doesn't seem like he's gonna get violent. That's not what he's trying to do. Just like me, I don't want to get violent. I'm just letting him have the same treatment. He wants to record people. I'm just gonna be in his face too. That's all. Now imagine if everyone else came, and everyone else came up and did the same thing I'm doing. Wow, that would really do something then.
Do you know where Sandra is? She went away?
Well, ma'am, I appreciate the information, but I'm getting kind of tired of waiting for the police.
I think they have arrived. That's just what that security has told me. So they should be here momentarily. Okay.
I'll give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to finish my tour of the building. Good day, officers.
How are you, sir?
Not too happy. I want that video deleted. I don't see why any of should be on that guy's video. There's kids on it too.
We'll talk.
Who knows what he'll do with
We'll
it.
talk with him. Where are you at right here?
We're just sitting there.
Okay, we'll chat with him. We'll come talk to you,
Am I
okay?
gonna be able to see him do it? Because I've heard you guys tell me things have been deleted before.
Well, I'll be transparent with you. You're in a public place. We can't stop it.
This is public right here.
That's right.
This is public.
Yeah.
Not out there. This is.
City Hall and here is public.
It's traditional public forum, sir.
Well, then I'm allowed to put this up then if I want to, right?
100% you can. I would just ask that you allow us.
Yeah,
that
I'll
opportunity to
let
talk.
you do it.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that was okay with it.
For sure. Yeah. You're able to do that. How you doing?
Great. How are you guys doing? Can you guys please identify yourselves for me?
Yes, sir.
Officer Taliano?
Taliana. Yep.
And-
Badge number 9750.
Thank you so much, sir. Ma'am?
Welsh, WELSH 9742.
Wonderful. Thank you for being professional.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir.
You know why we got called?
I think you're here because they have a policy that says I can't film. However, respectfully, I would argue that their policies cannot override the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, Section 2B, specifically freedom of the press and other media. I have not approached anyone here, sir. When I came in, I stayed right by the door. I was looking at these public displays. they approached me. I've not been asked to leave. I've been asked to turn my camera off several times, which I politely declined.
Okay.
Okay, so, and then at some point, that gentleman who was over there somewhere got up, approached me in a very aggressive manner, and made very gesticular, very, I don't know how to put it, but he was aggressive enough that he put me in a little bit of fear for my safety. He got very close to me. He was very animated. He's pointing at me. He didn't jab me or anything like that, but he was pointing at me. Now, I'm not interested in pressing any charges against him or anything like that. I understand a lot of people don't know what our charter rights, and they don't understand them. And so I tried to explain to him. He's not hearing it. Then basically he's backed me into this corner here, holding this book up, getting very close to me and whatnot. I just, like I said, I didn't feel safe at that point. Now, I'm not here to film anyone in particular. I've never been to this library before. I just found out it existed in this building when I came to look at the City Hall.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, wow, it'd be nice to see what's available. When I got to the back, they have a huge genealogy section. Most of it's in French, and although my French is pretty poor, considering this town is like, about 50% French population, and I am a French person myself. I was born in Sudbury to French parents and grandparents. My first language I spoke up until I was about 5 was French, but then my family moved to Hamilton, and there wasn't much call for French there.
Yeah. Fair enough. So you kind of lose it a bit.
Yeah, but I'm not here with any ill will or any ill intent. I'm just a tourist.
Yeah. So, I mean, absolutely. And I think, obviously, you understand your rights, and we do as well.
Yeah.
So, obviously, you're in a public place.
Well, I hope you do, because things could turn out bad if you don't.
And we've explained, right? So, obviously, you're entitled to film people, right?
Yeah.
I think it's just important for you to appreciate,
Like I said, I wasn't interested in filming any people. The only people that I put on film purposefully were people that approached me.
Yeah.
For example, the security guards. This woman here was the first one when I was upstairs. This woman here has been very, very cordial. Everybody.
Good.
The manager, I assume it was the manager here that was standing here earlier. She's been very, very nice. She gave me some information with regards to their policies, which I appreciate, so I can study them and make sure that I'm not afoul of them. But at the end of the day, their policies cannot violate my charter rights.
No, and I agree with you, right? But so I think we got to look at it two ways. So there's lawful and then there's reasonable. So obviously it sounds to me like, just based on talking to that gentleman for a couple minutes, there's kids in here, maybe he's here with his kid. I think you can understand just as a human that somebody filming you, that could be uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, and as I said, I'm not interested in children or the patrons.
I believe it.
And the staff I have a right to film. Our versus Xerafinitis says that we have a right to film public officials in the course of their duty, and that's all I was doing. Now, they didn't like it, and I didn't, because she asked me not to, I didn't start focusing on her or anything like that. I wasn't trying to push the issue. I went on with what I was doing. I wanted to ask her a question, but she refused to answer.
Okay.
I wanted to ask her about the process of getting a library card, because I've never been here before, so I'm interested.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, there hasn't been any feedback relayed to us that you've been anything other than cordial.
I've been very conspicuously cordial,
again,
sir.
And so we appreciate that, and obviously we hope to meet you at
If
that
you look at
same
me,
level of
I'm
respect,
old
right?
and fat and sick. I'm not a threat to anybody.
No, like I said, and nobody's really articulated to me that you are, so I don't have that concern. You're speaking to me calmly. We're good, right?
Yeah. I can offer up a solution to this situation.
Sure.
I do not want it to appear that your arrival is forcing me out of this building. So what I would suggest is, if you leave and leave me alone, I will be here another 2 or 3 minutes, finish my filming, and then I will be on my way.
Okay. I'm just going to talk to that gentleman quickly.
Yeah, I think you'll see there's a difference in demeanor.
Yeah, that's fair. I appreciate you're willing to work with us, and again, clarified, I understand what you're doing is lawful, you're entitled to do it, so we have no issue with that. Obviously, we get the call, we respond, right, and our job is to assess, has anybody
Sure,
broken the law
sure.
here? And in this case, you haven't.
I've been very careful not to, sir. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Sure, and everybody's articulated that you've been calm, you've been cordial. It's just oftentimes, I think, just human nature is when somebody's recording you, that film could end up somewhere. I mean, it makes people uncomfortable.
Well,
whether
it's
lawful.
likely it's going to end up on the internet now because
Yeah.
because of the experience that I've had while I'm here. Up until I got into this building, this part of the building, everyone other than the one security lady over there have been very, very nice and very cordial. Now, some of them, I could tell they didn't want to be on camera, and they would, if they're at their workstation and they saw me, they would wander away, and that's their right to do that. I don't have an issue with that. One lady, I tried to ask her a question, and she just ignored me and walked away. I thought that was a little rude, but I mean, I'm not in control of what she does.
It's like I said, so we're police officers. People film us every day. We
Absolutely. Do you guys have cameras? No, they don't have cameras for you guys?
No, coming in the near future, I believe.
Because I think that's one of the best things you can have. These are not that expensive.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
And this will record for like up to 18 hours
Right.
on a single charge.
Good. Yeah, like I said, I think, again, it's lawful and reasonable, right? So when it comes to the public employees, I think like you said, right, they don't have to speak with you. They have the ability to walk away. I think just human nature, sometimes knowing that I don't know who you are and I don't know what you're going to do with the footage can make me feel uncomfortable. That said, like I said, our threshold for that is much different than a regular citizen who expects to come here with their child and have a
Absolutely.
level of privacy.
If people don't approach the camera, they won't be on the camera other than in maybe a background passing kind of thing.
Fair
Right?
enough. I'll go.
Gentleman left, Sean.
Oh, did he?
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
All right, sir.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to talk to you guys.
All right.
Appreciate
Okay,
your
you take care,
professionalism.
okay? All right.
I'm just gonna, the manager. Yeah, sure, no problem at all. All right, okay, thank you so much. Do you need anything else from us? I don't think so. Do you, Mark? Are you okay? Okay, sure. Do you have the information? Yes. Okay.
Hey, guys.
I'll see you. Yeah, no problem at all. Take care.
Take care.
Thank you very much, officers.
Sir, take care.
So, police officers arrived and they were very, very professional. They upheld my charter rights. They did not try to identify me. They did not try to force me to leave. Very much appreciated. So very, very professional. I got to give kudos to those officers. I don't know what else to say. We're going to wait a couple minutes. The officers have left. We're going to wait a couple more minutes and just to make sure that no one thinks that the officers pushed me out. And then we're going to be heading back upstairs.
Sir, I wish you all the best.
Yeah. Thank you for being so very professional, ma'am. I very much appreciate that.
My name's Julianne. I'm the
Julianne,
CEO of the library.
Julianne, you're going to look good.
Have a great day, sir, and I hope you have a nice weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Take care.
Bye now. Okay, I think a point has been proven. We're going to leave now.
I can talk to you about it here if you don't feel comfortable.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the kind of experience you can expect at City Hall in Welland. Most of the employees were very cordial. They were, in many cases, helpful. Not everybody wanted to be on camera, which is understandable. And it was actually a pretty good experience, except for one patron of the library who basically lost his mind with regards to my being there with a camera. So, yeah, that's it. We're gonna head out now. I think I've had enough confrontation for one day. There he is over there talking to the other officer.